Standing before you today, I am the only candidate who can make this promise. I will prevent World War III, because I really believe you're going to have World War III. Because I believe you're going to have it.
And we believe it too, because it's the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bible prophecy. All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to our Yuakim out there laboring. The house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. I'm back at you with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. And once again, you see the delusional pride upon these Edomites, man. Okay? And these Edomites in America actually believe that Trump is going to be the guy to bring America back to its glory. All right? Well, we're here to tell you that America's glory days are over. Okay? And this guy is setting you up for the ultimate destruction, man. The ultimate snare, man. Okay? Because you're not going to offset the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? You're not going to change the prophecies. Okay? That's that pride that you're consumed with. And just like it tells you, all right, you know, these Edomites believe in their minds that they'll never see straits, adversity. This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 3. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire. All right, as you heard Donald Trump on that panel talking about he's going to be the guy to stop World War III. Okay, this Edomite is hilarious, man. You know, they got the right guy, you know, on this platform to say the things that he says, you know. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not in all his thoughts, all right? So these devils, where the scriptures tell you, Habakkuk 2 and 5, you know, that his spirit is not upright in him, all right? They won't seek after the Lord, okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not in all his thoughts, okay? He can't get right, you know? And that pride is what ultimately is going to lead him to his destruction, to his demise, all right? He's consumed and blinded by it. Verse 5, it says, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at him. And America's known as being the most prideful nation. All right. It says his judgments, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. And as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them, you know, because America, you know, they get on these platforms and they talk that shit, you know, how they're the greatest country and, you know, they can go to war with any country on the earth and never be taken down, you know. It says, verse 6, it says, Psalms 10 and 6, he saith in his heart, in his mind, I shall not be moved, right? For I shall never be in adversity. And that's the mindset of a typical Edomite, that they'll never be moved, that they'll never see adversity, that they're never going to fall, okay? That he's going to stop World War III, okay? It's not going to happen. And what they're pushing is that that spirit of peace and safety. Okay, and we know what comes after that. All right, great destruction is going to fall upon them. All right, this is Psalm 7 and 11. Psalm chapter 7, verse 11, and it reads, it says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is angry with the wicked every day. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is angry with you damn devils every day. All right, so peace is out of sight. Okay, judgment is coming. Isaiah 48 and 22, just to add on. Isaiah 48 and 22, it says, there is no peace, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, unto the wicked. All right, so no matter what these devils do as they get on these platforms, these panels, you got Creepy Joe talking about, the American banking system is safe, nothing to worry about in the midst of all of these bank runs. All right, mass panic, the market collapsing. Okay, prophecy is going to happen, man. All right, the cash is going to become obsolete. It's going to crash, and they already have the CBD system set up, and they're going to push forth the CHIP, man. All right, so peace and safety is out of the window. Okay, so going back, Psalm 7:11, Yahweh Shem Shai judges the righteous, and Yahweh Shem Shai is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He have bent his bow and made it ready. And what is that? That's the missiles, man. Okay? The nuclear missiles are ready. The hypersonic missiles, the ICBMs, they're ready by various nations, China, Russia, all right, North Korea, Iran, etc. These nations are ready for the war, for World War III. This is why Trump is on the platform talking about, World War III is coming. But he's going to be the guy to stop it. Okay, showing you that what? Hey, it's a high time to wake out of sleep. We're really at the end of this thing. Okay? It says, he also has prepared, he have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He have ordained his arrows against the persecutors, all right? The arrows are the missiles, man. The instruments of death, as it tells you. Isaiah 54:16. Okay? Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. All right? These missiles were created for the Lord's work. All right? And I have created the waster to destroy. All right? The nuclear missiles, the destruction, man. All right? Same thing that was written in the Song of Moses. All right? Let's get that real quick. All right? That's in Deuteronomy 32, and let's start at verse 41. Okay? Because Moses prophesied about the nuclear destruction that was going to come upon Babylon, man. All right? Deuteronomy 32 and 41, it says, if I whet my glittering sword and my hand take on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. All right? That glittering sword, the ICBM nuclear missiles that are going to come down upon Babylon. All right? I will make my arrows drunk with blood. All right? You see? This wasn't talking about your regular bow and arrows. This is talking about those missiles, man. Okay? Moses saw these missiles in the vision. He prophesied, man. I will make my arrows drunk with blood. My sword shall devour flesh. And that with the blood of the slain of the captives from the beginning of the revenges upon the enemy. You see? Rejoice, O you nations, with this people. All right? The nations that have the Lord's people captive. Okay? Starting with Babylon the Great, it says, for he will avenge the blood of his servants and render vengeance to his adversaries and be merciful unto his land and to his people. And Moses came and spake all the words of this song in the ears of the people, he and Hosea, the son of Nun. You see that? So this was the destruction was prophesied in the Song of Moses here, man. Okay? And he said that he was going to make his arrows drunk with blood and his sword was going to devour flesh. All right? Isaiah 34. Straight to the point, Isaiah 34. In verse 3, and it reads, it says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. All right? That destruction. The Lord is going to take down these world governments, these armies. All right? Via World War III. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together, and as a scroll, and their host shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, as the falling fig from the tree. All right? Those missiles raining down, the warheads. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, all right, Greek for Esau, Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment, all right? Donald Trump ain't stopping this. The sword of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats with the fat of kidneys of rams for the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So this is the future judgment that's coming upon America. All right, Babylon, Idumea, Mount Seir. You see? So it will not be diverted. So going back, Psalm 7 and 13, he have also prepared him the instruments of death. He have ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, have conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. All right, so everything that these devils are planning to do is all going to fall back upon his own head. Verse 16, his mischief shall return upon his own head. His violent dealings shall come down upon his own plate. All right, because, hey, as it tells you in Isaiah 33, let's get that real quick as well. As you dealt treacherously with the nations, all right, they're going to turn around and deal treacherously with you. All right. Isaiah 33 and 1, it says, woe to thee that spoilest, and that was not spoiled, and dealt treacherously. They dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. So these nations are already making deals to get rid of the dollar bill, all right, to use other currencies. And ultimately, they're going to come together and shoot ICBM nuclear missiles on this place. They're going to deal treacherously with you. All right, same verse NLT. Let's just read it. Okay, it says, what sorrow awaits you Assyrians? And we know that Esau can be tied to the modern day Assyrian. It says, it says, what sorrow awaits you Assyrians who have destroyed others, but have never been destroyed yourselves. Woo! You betray others, but you have never been betrayed. When you are done destroying, you will be destroyed. When you are done betraying, you will be betrayed. You see that? So everything is going to fall back upon his own head, as we read. You see that? Once again, that pride, let's address that too. Okay. Jeremiah 49 and 16, it says, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thy heart, O that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, you Edomites. Okay. It says that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, right? What is a symbol for America, for Rome, for Greece, right? For Edom. That eagle, that's always been the symbol for the Edomites, right? It says, it says, thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle. I will bring thee down thence. Okay. I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. So, hey, right now we're at the height of his pride, you know, of his so-called New World Order. All right. But the Lord is about to bring him down. Okay. Verse 17, it says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. You see? Edom is going to be an example, a desolation. All right? As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it, because this place is going to be totally destroyed. All right, decimated. All right. Trump talking about he's going to be the one to stop it. It's not going to happen, man. You see? World War III is biblical, and you're not going to put it off. Isaiah 47. Okay. Isaiah 47 and 10, it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. All right. All these crafty counsels, these secret meetings. All right. All the witchcraft and sorcery that's done behind the scenes. Right. These devils actually think they're not being seen. It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge it have perverted thee. Right. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. All right. Because these devils have put themselves in the seat of the Most High. You know, that's why, you know, at these on these forums, you know, Klaus Schwab and what's the guy's name? Yuval Noah Harari. They've been talking about how pretty much through the technology and power that they have now, they have surpassed, the power of the Most High. All right, and they're actually telling people to not believe in the second coming. That believing in the Messiah is fake news and all of this shit, right? But that's that pride, that witchcraft, that left hand, is perverted their minds. Okay. Now they think that they have replaced the Most High, right? Verse 11, my point, it says, therefore evil shall come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. You see that? You're not going to be able to put this off. Okay? This is that, as the elders were bringing out, this is that unquenchable fire. Okay? It's just going to have to burn out. Okay? You're not going to put off this destruction. You're not going to offset the prophecy, man. All right? Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, right? Which thou shalt not know, because we're in that time. All right? Where that destruction, that desolation is going to come upon the heads of these devils suddenly, man. All right, let's read that in the NLT as well. It says, so disaster will overtake you, and you won't be able to charm it away. Calamity will fall upon you, and you won't be able to buy your way out. A catastrophe will strike you suddenly, one for which you are not prepared. And you devils, you're not prepared for this. Okay, because, hey, Trump and the rest of these devils, Biden, they all know that this is coming, all right? But they're putting that spirit of peace, that things are going to be all right, that we can stop this thing, we can prevent this destruction from happening. But that's clearly not the case, right? Let's get that as well. First Thessalonians 5, verse 1, it says, but at the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as a trail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's the thing. So when you hear these talks of peace and safety, and it's going to be all right, and we can stop this thing, just know that we're that much more closer of this place getting destroyed. All right. This is why our eyes are open, and we're watching everything that's going on. All right. Going back to what I was mentioning earlier, just more another recap on the, the bank runs, the system collapsing. All right. It's all overdue. All right. And the Lord is plaguing this place, and this economy is going down. I just want to play a little bit of this. Right.
Morning, I am Diane Macedo. We're coming on the air because President Biden is about to address the nation over growing concerns about America's economy and the banking industry after the failure of 2 U.S. banks in 3 days. The Biden administration is deploying emergency measures after regulators seized Silicon Valley Bank on Friday, the largest bank failure since 2008. Regulators also closed Signature Bank yesterday. Now the president is trying to calm fears, releasing a statement over the weekend saying customers at both banks will be protected and will have full access to their accounts today. President Biden is also vowing to hold accountable those responsible for what he calls this mess. And Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the banks are not being bailed out. Stock futures were up overnight, signaling confidence in the federal plan. All of this was set in motion on Wednesday when SVB ran low on capital, triggering a run on the bank. That bank was popular with technology workers and startup companies, some names that you would recognize. And by the end of Thursday, customers had withdrawn $42 billion worth of deposits. No word yet on what caused the collapse of Signature Bank. And now we're going to hear from President Biden. Let's listen.
For California, I want to briefly speak about what's happening in Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. Today, thanks to the quick action of my administration over the past few days, Americans can have confidence that the banking system is safe. Your deposits will be there when you need them. Small businesses across the country, the deposit accounts at these banks can breathe easier knowing they'll be able to pay their workers and pay their bills. And their hardworking employees can breathe easier as well. Last week, when we learned of the problems of the banks, and the impact they could have on jobs of small businesses and banking system overall, I instructed my team to act quickly to protect these interests. They've done that. They've done that. On Friday, the government regulator in charge, the FDIC, took control of Silicon Valley Bank's assets. And over the weekend, it took control of Signature Bank's assets. Treasury Secretary Yellen and a team of banking regulators have taken action, immediate action. And here are the highlights. First, all customers who had deposits in these banks can rest assured, rest assured they'll be protected and they'll have access to their money as of today. That includes small businesses across the country that bank there and need to make payroll, pay their bills, and stay open for business. No losses will be, and this is an important point, no losses will be borne by the taxpayers. Let me repeat that. No losses will be borne by the taxpayers. Instead, the money will come from the fees that banks pay into the Deposit Insurance Fund. Because of the actions that our regulators have already taken, every American should feel confident that their deposits will be there if and when they need them. Second.
All right, so that's pretty much the point, man. So they're pushing that peace you can trust, rest assured, But we know the prophecies. Let's get that in. I was thinking about that in Zephaniah as well. All right. Zephaniah 1 and 10. All right, this is Zephaniah 1 and 10, and it reads, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that there should be a noise of a cry from the fish gate." Okay, the fish gate would be like the place of business. Okay, it says, "And howling from the second and great crashing from the hills." Okay, so spiritually, you can tie this to the fact that this system, all right, is about to crash. This economy, all right, it's going to be another great crashing from the hills. All right, it says, "How you inhabitants of Mektesh," all right, and Mektesh would be like your traders, which can be tied to like your investors in the stock market, people that handle the money, okay, that control, the heads over the economy, if you will, right? It says, "How you inhabitants of Mektesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, and they that bear silver are cut off," because the money is going to be useless. Okay? The Wall Street, the economy, the stock market is going to crash. All right? This is why we've been telling you over and over again, all right, that even though they have these, even though they speak of peace or whatnot, and to rest assured and have confidence in them, all right, the CHIP is already here, all right? That's going to be the new way of buying and selling. That's what's coming, all right? So all these things coincide. You have the crashing of the economy, the CHIP being pushed, and then in World War III, all right? All these things coincide, which is all Bible prophecy, man. All right, one more real quick. All right, the point. Okay. Revelation 11 and 14, it says, "The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." All right, that was World War II, and this is World War III, which is coming quickly. All right, which is being talked about all over the media. All right, which cannot be prevented, which cannot be stopped. Okay. So you can't stop the inevitable, man. All right. But nevertheless, all right, Babylon America is sanctioned to fall, to lose, and to go down, man. Period. So I pray this quick lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash, and Shalom to the next one.